Access to certain areas can be a challenge for those with disabilities, and one man in Cabot says he experienced firsthand during what he thought would be a routine shopping trip to Little Rock.
He tells us the shopping center he visited couldn't accommodate him. It raised concerns about what kinds of access is required for people with disabilities and who handles those complaints. KRK4's Charlie Thomason working for you tonight.
That is Scott Bullitt, and that is a shopping center on Cantrell in Little Rock where some stores literally do not have a way for him to come in and shop. Tonight we look into what can be done about it. Instead of step by step, it's spin by spin for Scott Bullitt.
I love being outside. Hunting has always been a hobby of mine.
The former Louisiana law enforcement officer was shot 5 years ago, leaving him permanently disabled. He lives in Cabot now, where life is a continual adjustment.
Pretty much everywhere I go now, the first question I ask, can I get into the bathroom? Can I get into the place we're going?
Those types of questions surfaced on a recent shopping trip to Little Rock. Scott was in search of some home decor items. He ended up calling a couple places here at the Capitol Park Shopping Center on Cantrell.
I called and they had exactly what I wanted. Well, I didn't think to ask them, can I get in your building or anything like that.
When he showed up, all he saw were stairs, no wheelchair ramp in sight.
And they said, no, I'm sorry, we can bring something out to you. You go into a store to shop, so I wouldn't have known what really to bring out.
We visited the complex and noticed all the stores and offices sat atop a flight of stairs. We spoke with workers inside who told us there are ramps in the back, but they don't connect with every store. So at some stores, if you're in a wheelchair, there's no way in.
It's kind of disheartening.
We've learned enforcing ADA regulations can be an uphill climb. The City of Little Rock has an ADA coordinator which oversees complaints and violations with city property only. New construction adheres to ADA regulations through the City Planning Commission. But older buildings aren't really addressed unless formal complaints are submitted to a federal office like the Department of Justice in Washington.
Unfortunately, it is still a battle. The ADA has been out for about 30 years now. It seems like most of these issues should have been corrected already.
Jennifer Goodwin is an attorney with Disability Rights Arkansas, an advocacy organization in Little Rock.
We get accessibility complaints all the time.
In Arkansas, those complaints aren't always filed with the feds, where action can be taken. According to the U.S. Justice Department, as of 2018, cases brought under the Americans with Disabilities Act have increased threefold in recent years. In the natural state, between 2005 and 2017, an average of 17 cases were filed each year. California, New York, and Florida lead the nation. Jennifer says business owners and landlords can be held responsible, and hefty fines can be handed down.
It can be up to a $50,000 fine for a first offense.
Scott admits he hasn't filed a formal complaint, but does want to bring more awareness.
Maybe it'll make a difference in the future, maybe it won't, but I'm just hoping for someone else that it does.
And get everyone else up to speed. According to the American Disabilities Act, ramps or curb ramps are required in accessible routes where the surface level changes more than ½ an inch. We reached out to the owner of the Capitol Park Shopping Center on Cantrell, and we have yet to hear back. Back to you.